Hey, good morning, everybody. Chris Kolodziejski, founder of Chella. So happy to have you here with us today, and I'm with Sarah.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Sales, and we're so happy for you to join us today about the Chella Incentive Program. But really, we're so grateful to have our CEO and founder walk us through this today and join us. We love that.
And our Director of Sales. So we're going to give everybody a couple of minutes to tune in. So we'll talk about the weather in Calabasas. What's the weather like in sunny Camarillo and Calabasas today, Sarah?
Yeah, it's beautiful, it's dry, it's not raining, and we hope that you guys are staying nice and warm wherever you are. And just let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, great idea.
Right, well, let's get going. We have an amazing giveaway today. We are actually giving away a tester set, which is a back bar tester set. It's about $163 value, and it's a full tester set with 26 testers for your back bar. All the pencils you need, brow pencils, brow creams, highlighters, gel, dual blending brush, and everything that you need to do services.
Yeah, and the other things that we're going to be covering today, we're going to be going through our Chella Pro Incentive Plan and our benefits in terms of when you meet sales goals. So we're going to walk through a pyramid and show you how you can reach tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 rewards. And we've created a simple one-page plan to help you get started. It's really a quick launch plan, and we're going to go through that today.
Yeah.
And Sarah, you had an important question that I think you wanted to ask everybody.
Yep, I think we have a question in the chat.
Just everyone's tuning in. We've got Blanca from sunny Chicago with 50 degrees.
Hi,
And
Blanca.
we've got Janice from Michigan.
Ooh.
Janice from Michigan, yay.
Hi, Janice. Welcome.
And Lynn says good morning too.
Good morning, Lynn. So we are giving away this giveaway. Just wanted to mention real quick. Just comment in the chat, just like what you've done, and we will pick a winner at the end of the webinar. And we want to keep this super simple today. We want you to just be inspired to sign up. It's a free program. I'm going to walk you through how that happens and why that happens. So on that, why are you here today? Why are you tuning in about the Chella Pro Incentive Program? Are you familiar with it? Have you never even heard about it? We want to hear.
Thank you, Sarah. That's so important. And while you're thinking about that, you know, what we've heard from others in the industry is that they're really struggling with retail and service to sale concepts.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah, and they're excited about new programs. And just curious, does any of that resonate with you in terms of, you know, why are you here today? What are you feeling from the industry? What are happening with sales and retail sales and sales to service? If you got any thoughts or comments, we'd love to hear from you. So let us know in the chat.
Yeah, and as Chris mentioned, I think this is also an amazing and lovely opportunity for us to really kind of get engaged with our community in these environments and to kind of hear what's going on with you. So yeah, just please let us know. Yeah.
Just checking in with Kayla is behind the scenes our national training director and educator and 4 other hats that she wears. So she's making everything happen seamlessly on the back end. And thank you for that, Kayla.
So I think we're actually going to be pulling up the pyramid to kind of show you exactly what the incentive program is all about.
Yep. Okay, perfect. There we go.
So there are 3 tiers, 3 tiers to the program. The program is really a rewards program. It's based on your purchases, and the rewards are given out every quarter. And Chris, you want to just quickly walk us through the pyramid real quick?
Yeah, for sure. So the first thing that we want to help you do is reach that goal of being a tier 1 reward winner. And how do you do that? You buy $500 a month from us or $1,500 a quarter in Chella purchases. If you do that, there are 3 significant rewards that you're going to get. Staff commissions. We will pay your Chella Pro ambassador directly a commission on all your purchases. We will give you a gift card of 3% of whatever you bought from us so that you can buy back whatever you want for free with that gift card. And we give you $300 worth of kits that cost you nothing that you can sell. Let's pull one of those up.
Custom kits.
And that's worth, those 3 kits are worth $300. So you sell it and you put the $300 in your pocket. So we want to reward you for partnering with us. And we really want your customers to be rewarded for being one of your customers. And so we're going to talk about kind of how that works. But it's as simple as $38 a day. Every day. Our average transaction is about $45. So if you're doing complimentary brow fills and enhancing your guests, at the end of that quick 60-second demo, they're going to buy something generally. And that's normally $45. So if you get 1 sale a day, you're going to meet the goal.
Wonderful. I think we have some questions or comments.
Janet commented that she said it's hard to get our guests interested in brow treatments with their facials.
Just love to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's not something that we haven't heard before, but we do have that solution. So when the facial is being completed, first of all, it's really a great idea to let them know the expectation before the service starts. You could actually let them know either it's communicated when they book the service that you're actually offering a brow fill at the end of the service. You can communicate it on your menu, and you can communicate it in your marketing as well, because it really is a natural enhancement. I think a lot of the time when you have them in that environment and you ask them if they want their brows filled in, they're going to say no. A lot of the time it's how the enhancement is presented. So when you actually say after the facial, hi Sarah, hi Sarah. Sarah, I've just completed a beautiful service on you. I'm just going to quickly fill in your brows. It's just going to take a moment, just so that I can send you out the door even more complete. They will say yes. Sorry.
That's okay. One other thing, just to rewind that back a sec, and it's so important about how you present. When they check in, you give them this card that we have that says, enjoy a complimentary brow fill. That's a way of letting them know in advance that you've got a special service for them. Because I think what Sarah's getting at is if you ask them the question, do you want your brows filled in? Whenever you ask somebody a question, their general response is no. So you don't want to ask them that. You want to let them know, you, as part of our special guest, we have a complimentary brow fill. You're going to love it. It's going to take 60 seconds. And if you don't like it, it's just makeup. We'll wipe it off. But it really will. Fuller, thicker brows make you look younger and more beautiful.
Case in point, I was in Costa Rica for a business trip at the end of last year, and I actually had a beautiful time in the spa there at a beautiful resort. And after I was done with my facial and all my beauty services, I went into the locker room and filled my brows in. And we hear that time and time again about people going into the locker room and getting a little ready, even with a bare face, to walk out the door. And the brow enhancement really does fit into that.
That was Janet, right?
Janet,
just wanted to make sure that that made sense to you. If you have any other add-on questions, we'd love to address them here. And thank you so much.
Lynn is asking, do you suggest filling in their brows while they're still on the facial table or when they come out of the room near the display of the products?
Yeah, I think if you can get them to sit where the display of the products is, and it's your process and flow, then that's wonderful. But we see it done both ways. So we do see it done on the table, and we also see it done in a dedicated area where, the products are merchandised and you've got your, back bar there and set up. So it can be done either way. And, what I would suggest is if you're asking that question, maybe try both and see what works better for you. Maybe try, a few weeks doing it in the actual room and then doing it in a dedicated area if you have the area to set that up, and see which one works better for you. And it's also a good idea to have both areas set up, because when you're set up for success and have your back bar in different areas of the business, you're going to much more likely to be able to put the client in that environment to do the brow fill.
That's such a great question, Lynn. Thank you so much. And Sarah gave you just a perfect answer. It really is personal preference. And to her point, and that's why we're giving away the tester block today, because if you have the tester set, thank you. If you have that in your treatment area, then it's super easy to do the color match and fill in their brows real quick. And we've had a lot of success with each one of those options that Sarah outlined. A lot of people, just because they have time between service, they're given 15 minutes to turn the room, they'll take that 60 seconds while they're in the facial room and do it right then and there. Others, because of the way the spa owner operates, they want that room turned over in 5 or 10 minutes and they don't feel like they have time, so they move them out to the front area in the reception or cash wrap and have a little display chair set up and do it right there. So either works great, just what works best for you.
Yeah. Lynn made another comment saying now, she says, I'll need a tester display in both rooms then.
Yes. And we have a tester block, so you have options. Let's show that.
Yeah. Let's just show the quick merchandising displays, which so happy for these questions, because this is what you are experiencing out in the field, and we have the solutions because we work with so many partners across the country and internationally. We have heard of everything, so there's nothing that you're going to throw it at us that will be a curveball. But anyway, tester display is this. So I think you're familiar with that, aren't you? Because you just mentioned that.
That's our brow tester
That's our
display.
brow tester display, and that's $232 filled. And then you've got the little tester blocks, so you could set up, the areas with both tester displays, or you can interchange with the tester blocks, and that's a little over $100 filled. But obviously it just holds the pencils, so you're going to have one for the pencils, one for the creams if you're using both brow fill products.
And Janet commented back, going back to how to approach the customer, she had commented, "That's great, never thought of setting the expectation strategy.
Yeah.
Perfect." She's going to get some of the cards and discuss the strategy with her team.
Great. And the good thing about it, Janet, if you sign up for the Chella Pro Incentive Program right now, we're going to drop the link in the chat. You will get these cards, and we'll discuss this with you afterwards. But we'll be able to get those cards out to you.
We have a whole, we have a whole CPIP program, Chella Pro Incentive Program, all the assets that you need that we can walk you through.
Yeah.
So what you give at the front desk, a refer a friend card. We actually have a brow consultation card, and the facialist can fill that out to Lynn's question, and that can be delivered to the front desk, and they know exactly what the customer needs and can do that brow fill now at the front of the house, or just do the purchase because you did the brow fill in the facial room, and they can just purchase the products. But that way, it's communicated exactly what needs to be sold.
If you have two different areas within your business, people checking in and people checking out, like a front desk area, this is a really amazing time saver. And I will tell you that this is an amazing time saver. I cannot emphasize that enough, because when you're doing the back bar, like what Chris just mentioned, doing the brow service in the back, you give the client this to walk up to the front, or you walk up the front to them, and then let them check out, and then everything is marked off of what they need, and your front desk will pour the product. So you don't have to do that if you're in that environment.
Thank you, Sarah. So Kayla, confirming we've got the sign up link in the chat. All right,
Yeah,
awesome.
so only takes a few minutes to fill out. As I said, it's free to join. Just takes a few minutes. It gets you plugged into the program, and we're super excited. So let's just walk through. You signed up, now what? We're going to walk you through that. So this is the Chella Pro Incentive Program Launch Pan, and we've broken it down into really some easy first steps. The first step is just really knowing where your stuff is merchandised, how is the products being communicated, how is the service being communicated. And we are in the process of just finalizing a planogram, which will help you with some of those merchandising options.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. So the planogram is key because you can't buy what you can't see. And to that point about setting the customer expectation and giving them a card, then the imagination goes, oh wow, I get a complimentary brow fill card. That's awesome. Oh wow, it's on the menu. I see it's important. Oh wow, here's the display, with the standard retail display. Oh great, here's a thing at the front desk. Would you like a complimentary brow fill? So we've got 7 different shelf talkers, all part of the planogram. We're just finishing that up. That should be actually done within the next 24 to 48 hours. So anybody who is in the chat that's signing up, you'll get that planogram as part of it. And then we have, and Sarah's going to share with you, a setup for training and education and staff.
Yeah, set up training and education. Education is key. And the training and support that we give you guys is ongoing. This isn't a one and done thing. We have monthly webinars, usually 2 a month. We have the How to Brow webinar at the beginning of the month and something else at the end of the month. Right now it's the Chella Pro Incentive Program. We basically always are available to give you training, and we have videos also on our Chella Pro website as well. And we also work with you to set goals for a daily brow fill goal and a daily sales goal, and then that's over the month. Oh, so sorry. We're jumping here. I got a little bit lost there. This is a newer document that I'm working from. I do apologize. I jumped to the next step. All right, so set up training and education, front desk, service area, and then also you can schedule your first event as well. We'll actually help you with that as well.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. And then, as Sarah was talking about, train and develop your Chella Pro ambassador. We found over the years that there's always 1 or 2 people on staff that are obsessed with brows. That's your go-to brow gal. And when you let them know that they can get paid commissions by us for being in the program, they're going to want to sign up to become a Chella Pro ambassador. We have a whole set of training to help her get started. And for that, she's able to help support the staff, set up demonstration and sell through. She's gonna help set goals so that we do have a daily brow fill goal, and that's directly related to sales. So the more brow fills you do, makeup is easy. Demonstrate it, it sells. So if you wanna know how to make makeup go, just do a quick 60-second brow fill. That's why this is so easy, because they get such a dramatic look in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So then that'll help you meet your sales goal. We have a question? Okay, great.
Janet is asking, how does the conversation go with guests who talk about the cost compared to less costly brow pencil options?
Okay, so the question is,
Yeah,
what
about
about
what-
cheaper alternatives? Yeah.
Right.
I'll give you my first take on it. In studies done by Harvard and others, price is about 7th on the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of why people buy something.
That might be just a reason why they're there's another reason behind it.
Yeah, if the brand, if they can identify with the brand, clean beauty, vegan beauty, cruelty free, they'll pay 30% more for a brand that aligns with their values. So, and it's fine. Some people love a NYX pencil, love that pencil, but their budget for a pencil is $7. Some people want Yves Saint Laurent, and their budget's $40. Some people want our pencil, and our budget's our pencil's $25. So it really gets to, I think, how you make that customer feel and look. And if you can connect with them emotionally about you and how you made them look and our values, and those are in alignment, then the $25 generally isn't a problem.
Yeah, I've got another spin on that as well. Is that a lot of the time they don't have you applied the product? Have you demonstrated the product? Have you demonstrated the value? Because once you do, they're going to spend $25 for a pencil, because that is going to be something that's going to make them look as good as they're looking at that moment in time. And then the question I'd like to kind of bounce back to you is, how does this product line fall in with your current work, your business environment? Is this you brought it in for a reason, so how does that really work in with regard to how much you're charging for services? How does that price point work in general? I'm guessing that it's a fit. So it really comes down to the fact that it's not about the price. It's a matter that they are not convinced enough to spend X for a pencil when they can get it cheaper, because they haven't seen how amazing it is. This product isn't like the drugstore pencil. It is buildable, blendable. Our products are definitely long wearing and has all the benefits that Chris mentioned earlier. So it's really when the value is communicated. And I think in general, estheticians and beauty professionals typically are not salespeople. They don't really want to sell to their clients. They want to provide them beauty services. But let's face it, your clients are coming to you because they trust you. They have confidence in what you're doing for them. And they're also going to have confidence in what you're using on them and how they can incorporate that when they go home. So it really is just, a beautiful relationship that you guys have.
Excellent question. Thank you so much for that. I'll just add one other thing, because when we get into product specific differences, our product for the pencil is known as a medium to soft wax that glides on, that doesn't pull or hurt or go on hard, and wears and lasts all day. So the difference in terms of the difference in application, it feels light, glides on, and really delivers a great payout.
Okay, we got some more comments.
Yeah.
Can we sell Chella from our website?
Yes. Oh my God. Can you sell Chella from your website? Yes. We love that. And we have everything you need. We have the imagery that we can share with you on a Google Drive. We can share all the images. We even have the build sheet done, which is a build sheet. What is a build sheet? It's all the descriptions. You're just going to basically copy and paste from the build sheet into your website. We make it super easy for you. It's an Excel spreadsheet that just basically has everything that you need for your website. Yes, we want you to sell on the website. And again, that's just how the products are communicated from you to the client. They have the expectation that you carry these products and that you are doing these and that you are in that brow space. So yes, great question.
Only requirement there is that we ask you to match our pricing. So no discounting allowed. We don't let any of our vendors discount.
Yeah, and no third-party Amazon or anything like that. But yes, on your particular website, MAP pricing, we have more questions.
Dana said the price fits, but I think we need to do a better job of brand awareness. Thanks for the key things to communicate.
Oh,
Wonderful.
beautiful. We'd
Great,
love to get on a
Janice.
call with you after this and really kind of go into that and spend some time with you so you can feel super comfortable about that. But yeah,
one thing I'd like to do is, I'm not quite sure who your rep is, but I'd like to get into your business and kind of really help you with these things and customize it for your business where you're at today. So we'll identify who your rep is, and we'll work, we'd love to schedule that with you.
we really want to become trusted consultants and advisors. We're really good at sell-through and retail to sales and service programs and bundles, and really being able to create value for your customers and really ultimately value for you and your business. So thank you for that. Appreciate that
keep
feedback.
them coming. Keep the questions coming. We love this. So we recap just a little bit. Let's just go to the top real quick.
No, I don't think we finished.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I just wanted to recap for because we got a little bit off plan there a little bit, which is all amazing. So this is the launch plan, the first steps. So far, we've covered planogram, so merchandising. We've covered setup, training, and education, educating the staff. We also touched upon training and developing a Chella Pro ambassador. That means if you are in an environment where you have a team, it's always a great idea to have a person for the Chella go-to in your staff, on your team, to inspire the others and to get them incentivized. And then the last but not least, market your brow services. Your client can't book what they can't see. I just finished a client call last week with a sole operator, and she's a very good client, but she could definitely be doing more based on the conversation. I asked her, how are you communicating the brow service? And it goes back to what I was just saying. And she says, well, I'm just verbally telling them when I do the service. Can you imagine the power of some shelf talkers communicating the expectation before the client comes in, communicating on your website, on your menu that you're offering this brow service? I have some accounts that actually charge for this service. They charge $15 on their enhancement menu for this brow fill. You could be doing it in a complimentary way, or you could charge for it. So market your brow services, shout from the rooftops what you are doing and giving to your clients.
Yeah, and to Sarah's point, just to make the distinction, we do have the complimentary brow fill, which is designed to be a 60-second treatment, and some of our high-end clients do that. We also have a How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, which is more fill, define, highlight, a custom color match, and a custom color brow shape by your artist. That's normally a 15-minute treatment, and that could be $30, $40, $50 for that kind of experience. Then we have a bundle where we bundle that kind of brow shaping, How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, with a kit. And all of a sudden you're selling the kit and
Product
the service.
and service.
Yeah, product and service alignment for $110, $120.
Yeah.
This cute little card that we give out to people. Please enjoy a complimentary brow fill. I love the backside. Sarah created this. What's your relationship with your brows?
Fabulous icebreaker. Fabulous icebreaker. I've done this in training, and I've done this for events, and I've had 120 women answer the question, what is your relationship with your brows? And the answers and the responses that you will get by asking your clients this is a beautiful way to also connect with your client, which goes back earlier to what we were saying. The brow menu and the brow services that Chris was just mentioning are actually on a brow menu that we have on our Chella Professional website, and that is under guides that can be downloaded. Under guides on the professional.chella.com website. So all of these guides and things that we're talking about, we will share with you.
Including this first steps launch plan. Now, the super exciting thing that we want to share is that last quarter we just really started to get into the program and communicate to our customers, and we had 8 winners last quarter. So we want to double that this quarter. It's super easy to meet the goal, but we had 8 winners. Let me see, we want to make sure that you guys fill out the application on the link in the chat, and really this also talks about the emotional connection. Sarah, why don't you share a little bit about your travels and what you've seen when you do this with connections?
Yeah, again, the power of the brow is just unsurmountable. I mean, I put somebody in the chair last year in Dallas, and she had her hair tied up, and she was a very big spa director, actually. It was at a professional show, and she said, Sarah, I don't really do too much. And I said, okay, Peggy, I get it, I understand. And she said, so please don't make me look like, I have a lot of makeup on, because I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. She wasn't wearing hardly anything. So I said, okay, I've got you. So put her in the chair, and I, naturally filled in her brows, gave her the mirror, which is another beautiful thing to do. And she said, oh, wow, that does look good. Did the other brow, and she could not stop looking at herself, took her hair down out of her ponytail holder, kind of gave herself a little thing. She goes, I haven't felt this more beautiful in so long. And that is the moment of connection. I mean, I'm like getting a little emotional, even sharing that story with you, just because I could see and feel and see her, and it was just a lovely moment. So, you know, I've changed her beauty routine as of that moment on, and also changed the way that she saw herself in the mirror, just as it pertains to a little bit of makeup. So you have that opportunity to continue to create those moments with your clients, and this is why this all works.
Yeah, I think it's so important. You know, we can talk about the 3 different tiers and all the money you can make, and it's true, it all happens, but the emotional connection that you get when you give a complimentary enhancement, it's the unintended consequence of giving somebody a gift that they weren't expecting. Think of it like that. You walk into a dinner party and the host hands you a gift for coming. This is how you're treating your customers as they leave. You made them feel and look younger and more beautiful. The mirror is so powerful. We call them wow moments because probably 75% of the time when we fill the first brow in and we have them compared to the brow that wasn't filled, they literally go, wow. So we've named it a wow moment for a reason. Thicker, fuller, makes you look younger.
Yeah.
And that's a dramatic change about how they feel about themselves. So now they feel better about themselves. They're going to feel better about you. They're going to feel better about the provider who did it. They're going to feel better about being at your spa. They're going to tell their friends. You're going to get referrals, and you're going to start to really build a community and emotional connection because you did something nice with this gesture of goodwill.
Yeah, so simple. We have some more questions.
Good.
Lynn made a comment saying, very important to listen and really hear what the client is saying.
Yeah, Lynn, that's a beautiful statement. It really is, and I think some people don't do that because they're in their day, their next appointment. You know, they're maybe not that present at times, and we all are very guilty of that, right? So that's beautiful, Lynn, to share that. Thank you.
And
Agreed.
Blanca said, wow, great share, Sarah.
Yeah.
So Sarah, what are our next steps?
So next step. So you see the link in the chat. Fill that out, and we've gone over the First Steps launch plan, which is amazing. And you will today, we hope, and we know, we feel confident about this, is that you will start doing the complimentary brow fill after every service. We want you to do this for 30 days, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear how it's going, what can we do to support you during that time, and you will be given all these resources to help really elevate that. We want you to be successful, and we have everything that you need for that. So I think definitely fill out the application, start by doing the brow fill, and get with your rep. And if you don't have one, we will assign you one. Do you have any other questions today? Is there any other? No?
Well, while we're waiting, the one thing that we want to make sure that you know is that everybody's going to run into some form of stall or objection, and it's kind of pre-gaming and knowing how to speak to that stall or objection. So if you get stuck, if you get a stall or you get an objection, you need some help, we're here for that. So give us a call. We'll get on the phone with you. We'll get on a chat with you. We'll get on a Zoom or Google
Text.
Meets, whatever it takes to help you through that stall and objection, so you can feel confident and comfortable working with Chella and and making your clients look more beautiful.
Yeah, and I did want to share one story that I wasn't planning to share real quick, but this is just going back to the whole service integration. I had an account that actually orders a lot from us, and they had a couple of girls at the shampoo bowl that never were on the leaderboard for selling any products. So she basically tasked both of those young girls at the shampoo bowl to do a quick touch-up. Now, they were either doing a pencil or they were doing a little bit of gel at the shampoo bowl for the brows. And now these girls are on the leaderboard almost every week for selling, just because of them doing those little integrations. And this was about a year ago that this occurred, and they're still going strong on that way. And one of the reasons why we actually brought the tester blocks in, those little blocks, is for that account needing something like that, because they wanted something very mobile to walk around and be always service ready. And that's really key. Always be service ready.
Awesome, Sarah. Great example. Well, we don't have any other questions, so if you think of anything, drop us a line, email, and happy selling and happy brow filling.
Yeah.
Giveaway.
Giveaway!
Giveaway!
Yes. We have a
Oh my
giveaway.
gosh, the most important
We're
thing.
doing the brow tester?
Just
No,
the tester
just
set.
the tester.
Oh, the tester set. The set of testers. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And our winner is?
It
Drum roll.
Lynn.
Lynn!
Okay. Congrats, Lynn. Way to stay with us and really,
Great,
really
Lynn.
appreciate it.
All right, so we'll get that out to you. We'll make sure that we have your address, and we can't wait to connect. And thank you so much, everybody, for your amazing questions. We loved that. And our next webinar is Kayla. Our next webinar, okay, so
Mid-March, second
Mid-March.
it's mid-March. So if you go onto the Chella Professional website under events, it will be on there under webinars. So professional.chella.com, the website, go under events, and it will be under webinars.
March 12th.
March
March
12th.
12th.
So that's
There you
our
go.
next How to Brow webinar. So really, those are really good ways to just, refresh and just learn some more stuff and ask more questions and in an open environment. And we're always here for your quick questions.
I'm going to do this one thing. Lynn and Janet, if you're out there and you know somebody who could benefit from Chella and our training and education, we'd love the referral as long as it's not in your competitive trade area. But we know this program can help others, so we'll just throw it out there. And if something pops up, let us know. We'll take excellent care of it.
Dana
Thank you.
says thanks. Lynn says, oh my gosh, thank you. Everyone's just saying thank you.
Yay!
Yay.
Thanks,
Thank you, everybody. Have
Cheers.
an amazing week. Have an amazing rest of the month, and we will see you soon.